Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to another episode of Stardew Valley. In the last episode, we finally came in first place at the egg hunt. After 3 long years, we have finally beat Abigail at her own game. And while the prize wasn't exactly the greatest, all we won was the straw hat sitting inside our chest. We also did bring back a souvenir for Bluebell. We actually purchased her one of those big giant stuffed bunnies, and I think this thing looks so cute inside her room. Actually, I think she's really going to love it when she wakes up. Unfortunately, right now, she's still fast asleep inside her crib, so still no way for us to play with her just yet. But I guess that's probably a good thing, because I've been doing quite a bit of work outside the house lately. So after we say hello to Sam here... Oh, and he actually gave us some pancakes? Hey, I made you some instant pancakes, enjoy. Well, thank you very much, Sam. We'll place that right inside our big stack of pancakes in our inventory already. Does that mean that he's actually given us 6 pancakes the entire time that we've been married? That's kinda cool. Unfortunately, we don't often eat them anymore because we seem to have enough energy now, but we'll keep that tucked away for a visit to the mines, perhaps. But yeah, I've been doing tons and tons of work down here on the farm. Oh, and it looks like our little Junimo friends are doing some work too. They're actually the reason why I've decided to change up the way that our fields are. I thought it would be more beneficial if we could move this Junimo hut right into the middle, because as it is right now, it doesn't seem like they can collect all of the crops here. So if we place them right in the middle here, I think they should be able to reach both of these fields. These potatoes growing will be our test. And then once we know that definitely works, we can build some more Junimo huts in each of these spaces. So I have 2 more spaces for 2 more Junimo huts. We could probably move this Junimo hut today if we go to the wizard's place. And in fact, we might actually want to scoot on in here and see if we can grab our strawberries first. Yeah, I'm not sure what sort of magic the wizard uses to move these things, but just in case. We don't want to find out that he's accidentally stolen our strawberries in the process. Yeah, so the Junimos can't quite reach this column right here. It's just 1 tile too far away, but that's probably because we have such a gap between the Junimo hut and our crops. So I think this will be a good thing for both of us. And as for the preserve jars, I decided to move them all down here. But as you can see, we are unfortunately still missing a couple of preserve jars. I think that's actually because I ran out of stone. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. The preserve jars do take quite a bit of resources. I know that we still have enough wood inside here somewhere. 200 pieces of wood, but the stone is unfortunately completely gone. So that means we're probably going to have to take another trip into the mines sometime soon. Or maybe just go to the quarry to crack open all of those stones. So let's go ahead and let out our animals next. We'll see if they've left any good presents inside here. And we should see if there are any extra lucky rabbit's feet too. I think that would be a nice thing for us to bring back to Willy, since we just learned that he loves them so much. It turns out that the lucky rabbit's feet actually remind him of his father. I think it was his dad anyway. Or was it his grandfather? Well, either way, it seems to hold some pretty big sentimental value to him. So every time we find a lucky rabbit's foot, I think it would be nice to bring one down to his shop. It might even give him a little bit of extra luck when it comes to fishing up some rare fish. That was what we did the other day, actually, and he really seemed to appreciate it. Unfortunately, no lucky rabbit's feet today. No fresh ones, at least. But I'm pretty sure that I still have one sitting inside our gift chest. The one that Daisy guards, actually, with all of our flower seeds inside, too. So let's scoot on out here. We'll open the barn doors so all of our animals can get their fill of breakfast. As you can see, I'm still trying my hardest to make some grass patches that actually won't get devoured by our animals before they grow. I think we're doing a little bit better now, but I really don't want to jinx it. Either way, it seems like our animals are pretty happy, so maybe we can actually adopt a blue chicken sometime soon. Alright, so with all of our goodies safely tucked away, I think we should be just about ready to head off toward Willy's. Let's just go ahead and pick up that lucky rabbit's foot, and of course make sure that Daisy has her water for the day. Looks like she's still waiting for her water dish to be filled. Hello, little kitty. There you are, a quick little pat on the head, and then we're going to jump into your chest over here and grab this 1 extra lucky rabbit's foot. A gold star quality one too, so I think he's going to be very, very happy. Now, as far as all of these other flowers go, I'm pretty sure that tomorrow is actually Pam's birthday. You know what, Maple? If you could wait out here for just a second more, I want to make sure that I don't have my days mixed up. Let's go ahead and check the calendar real quick. Oh, Sam. Are you inspecting Leah's artwork? This was actually the sculpture that Leah gave us so long ago. I thought it looked nice over in the corner over there, kind of to block the strange stripe of wood. I tried my hardest to place down a different type of floor here so it would blend in with the rest. I'm not sure if it's a glitch or if I'm just doing something wrong, but it seems like this area can't be touched. So I figured if we could make it blend in with some plants or something, that would be for the best. Yet tomorrow is Pam's birthday. Oh, Shane's birthday is coming up too. Do you think we have any leftover pepper poppers inside our fridge? I mean, we used to make him pepper poppers all the time. We have the hot peppers at least, so we could make a new one. But let's see, fried calamari. There we go, pepper poppers. Alright, so we definitely have some pepper poppers ready for Shane's birthday. It's been a long time since we last visited him with those. Oh, and you know, we could actually use his birthday to adopt that blue chicken. That would be awfully fitting, wouldn't it? We could go down to his house to deliver his present, and we'll see if we can buy one of his very own prized blue chickens in the process. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So we need to go to the wizard's hut today, and we also need to see if we can catch a Willy before his shop closes. I think he usually goes out of his shop around 5 p.m., right? I want to see if we can catch him inside today instead of while he's fishing out by the sea. So we'll go down to him first. The wizard doesn't really seem to close his doors until very late anyways, so I know we're not going to miss him. But if we can pick the right route... Did I go the wrong way again, Maple? I think I did. You know what, we're going to leave you right here then. I always go the wrong way with our horse for some reason. I always think that we can squeeze between those bushes and the trees. Oh, just the person we were looking for, Willy. It's a good thing you turned up, miss. I've got a bit of a problem I could use a hand with. Oh, did our lucky rabbit's foot not work? It'd be best if I just showed ya. It's something inside his shop, isn't it? Take a deep breath now. Oh no, have all of his fish gone bad or something? Oh my gosh, his shop is full of crabs. Oh, they're kind of adorable though. As you can see, and smell, the old girls ran wild last night. My experiment needs a little work. Oh my gosh. How on earth did you get this many crabs inside your shop, Willy? Well, back at it again, huh, Willy? Oh, was he actually, like, catching crabs for Gus? They look fresh, all right. Aye, these are the finest, meatiest crabs you'll ever set your eyes on. They'd be a little too feisty, though. Oh, jeez, you better watch out, Gus. Yeah, he must be, like, catching crabs for Gus in his restaurant. I'll take the whole lot. With a discount for the extra labor, of course. Well, that makes sense. If you're gonna make Gus catch all of these crabs, not that we're getting paid for this our way. I'm sure that Jess doesn't mind, though. We can do a little bit of help around here. Looks like we got them all. Goodbye, me sweet ladies. Just don't tell Willy, but I'll be doing a special on crab cakes at the saloon for the next few days. Oh, wait a second. Does Willy not even know that you're going to cook these crabs? Oh my gosh, it's kind of sad, actually. Well, I'm glad to see that all of the crabs have been taken care of, Willy. And for all of your hard work, here's another one of those lucky rabbit's feet. This is great. If only me old Pappy was around, he'd go nuts for this. Yeah, we still have a little bit of work to do before we have a full relationship bar with Willy. I wonder if there's actually any recipes that'll send us? Usually if we get high enough with the people around town, they give us something to show that we're friends. Actually, I think we have received a few different fishy dishes from him in the past. Now, I wonder if we could find a nice shell to bring back for Bluebell? Like I said before, I would really like to bring back a little souvenir from each of our adventures. So in lieu of actually finding a crab to bring back for her, like, we don't have any bait inside our crab pot, so I guess that's kind of a bust. Let's see if we can find a nice shell to put on one of her shelves. There's coral over here, there's sea urchins. Not exactly the best things to put on display inside a baby's room. But I guess one of those would probably do. Let me know if you guys have any ideas, though. Anything that we could maybe bring back for Bluebell in the future. I know once we go into the mines, there's probably tons and tons of things that we could bring back for her there. Just all of those precious gemstones. There are a lot of very interesting trinkets and treasures that I'm sure a kid would like. But for now, let's go ahead and pick up Maple again, and then it's time for us to go toward the wizard's hut next. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. We can actually collect these salmon berries, can't we? It looks like the salmon berries are in full bloom. So we'll tuck those away inside our backpack too, since we're probably not going to need the extra energy. But if you happen to see any more berries, Maple, then we'll make sure to collect them quickly. Did I just see Penny walk down this way? Oh geez. Oh Jess, you just knocked those straight into the stream. Yeah, I think I saw Penny go off this way toward Jazz's house. She must be walking the kids home. Maybe she already said goodbye to Vincent. She is a very, very good teacher for them both. I'm glad to see that she pays so much attention to the kids. Alright, Maple, it looks like there are plenty of berries out here. Oh my gosh, it's like every single one of these bushes has a nice big patch of salmon berries. Hopefully the wizard won't mind waiting a little bit longer, because I definitely don't want to lose these. Actually, didn't somebody around town like salmon berries? Or was it just the grapes? I know for sure Vincent really loves grapes, but I can't remember if the salmon berries were a thing too. Well, either way, we'll make sure to tuck a few of these inside our chest, and these would also make an excellent snack if we're going to the mines too. I was actually thinking, maybe it would be a good idea for us to go into the Skull Caverns, the one all the way down in the Calico Desert. It is a little bit of a trek, but it has plenty of treasures for us to find, and probably a few more mysteries for us to unlock too. We've pretty much done all that we can do in the mines inside the valley, so if we're looking for something new, then the Skull Caverns are probably our best bet. Now, Mr. Wizard, please tell me your door is still open. I'm pretty sure he leaves it open pretty late. There we go, looks like he's still waiting patiently for us. He probably knew that we were coming though. So this should be where we can move the Junimo hut. You know, since the wizard actually makes it, I figured this is probably who we have to come to see if we can move it. I'm sure Robin is going to have no idea what this building even is, so she probably wouldn't be able to do the work for us. Yeah, so this thing fits perfectly inside this little gap. Let's go ahead and plop it right in the middle here, and hopefully that'll save us a little bit of trouble. We'll wait to build any more Junimo huts. Not that we even have the resources for it, but until we know for sure that this is definitely going to work, and we won't have to move around our fields anymore. It's probably going to be sometime in the summer actually, so we can actually grow some more star fruits for our troubles. He does require quite a few star fruits to make these things, but I suppose we can't expect them to just pop out of thin air. For that matter, the star fruits are probably to summon the Junimos, because I can't imagine he'd be packing them inside the walls or something. Maybe the Junimos even require a little offering of star fruits before they're willing to come by at all. I'm sure that the wizard would know best. So how many of these salmon fruits do we have inside our pockets now? 58 salmon berries. Yeah, I think that's probably enough for today. We'll go ahead and save those inside our pockets though, so we can use them inside the mines. I don't think there's any way we can go hungry between the salmon berries and the pancake stew. Oh my gosh, and this thing looks so cute right in the middle of these two fields. Yeah, I think our farm is going to look pretty nice once we have all of these fields taken care of. It might be a little bit tricky at first when we have to plant all the crops and water them for the first time, but then everything else is pretty much smooth sailing. So after we go ahead and grab our extra little maple syrup over here, and then toss some of our extra goods into the bin to sell off, we'll go ahead and tuck ourselves into bed to get ready for tomorrow. Gotta make sure that we have our birthday gift for Pam all set too. And of course, don't forget to close these barn doors, Jess. I have been a little bit forgetful about that lately. Actually, I think we could probably make some more truffle oil too, right? Yeah, for that matter, we could also make a little bit more fresh coffee. So let's go ahead and grab our truffle here and pop it right inside this oil maker. And then we'll grab our coffee beans too. This would be an excellent treat for Kent, of course. Kent and Harvey too. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and sell off all of these extra little bits and bobs that we found on the beach. Not exactly what I was looking for Bluebell. I suppose we could always find some sort of wild flower or something that she would appreciate a little bit more. We'll sell off our diamond, and then we'll tuck away that clay for some buildings in the future. And then I think we should be ready to tuck ourselves into bed. You know, aside from it being Pam's birthday tomorrow, wasn't there also a house that we could build her? I vaguely remember Robin mentioning something about a house for Pam and Penny, and since we did have some building work done with the wizard today, I guess it would only be fair if we went to visit Robin tomorrow. So yeah, we'll just stop in and maybe refresh ourselves on what she has to sell. I think there are still a couple of other buildings that we haven't purchased yet either. Let's go ahead and say hello to Bluebell first though. Hello, little one. Still sleeping soundly. I wonder if maybe she's going to open her eyes in the summertime. Maybe it takes like one full season first. I think we should have another kid. Why stop now? Sam is already very, very excited to see our family grow even more. I think we should probably wait for Bluebell to grow up a little bit first though. We do only have one crib after all. Hey, found this in a drawer somewhere? Thought you could use it from Pam. Wait a second, did she just send us like a big mug full of beer? Pam, is this supposed to be a hint? I wonder if she's trying to like gently nudge us to give her one of these beers for her birthday too. Well, sorry Pam, but we had other plans for you. We could probably tuck this away inside our chest though, because I'm sure this would make an excellent gift in the future. And I guess for now we'll keep the coffee on hand. If we go out early in the day, there's probably a pretty good chance that we're going to run into somebody who would like it anyways. But yeah, I know that she always appreciates these flowers, so let's go ahead and give her one of these gold star tulips. I think that's still going to make her day very, very bright. And she can always stop at Gus's and get her own beer anyways. He might even give her one for free since it's her birthday. Alright, so the animals are out, all of our machines are hard at work, and that means we should be able to head out and see if we can find Pam. She might actually be at the bus stop by now. I wonder if she still runs the bus today. Yeah, of course. Right to work, because it's time for her to shuttle everybody off to the Calico Desert. And again, look at all of these salmon berries that we have just lying around ripe for the taking. Well, don't mind if I do. I hope you're not looking forward to these, Pam, because we're going to take them straight to the desert. You remember my birthday? I'm impressed, thanks. Penny says I spend too much time at the saloon. Yeah, that's kind of why I figured it probably wouldn't be the best idea to just give her another beer. I wonder if maybe that's why she was sending it to us? Like to try to just get it out of her house or something. She did say that she found it in a drawer, which means we probably don't want to drink it anytime soon. But on that same note, let's go up to Robin's next and see if we can find a little bit more information on that house that we have to build her. So you sit on over here for a moment, Maple, right by the fence, and we'll see what Robin has to say. So, construct farm buildings. It would probably be in here, right? Not that it's technically any sort of farm building. Is it maybe somewhere else? Yeah, it doesn't look like it's on this. Would it be upgrade house? Or the shop even? I can add a cellar to your house. The cellar can be used to age certain products like wine and cheese. It'll cost 100,000 golds. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that we still had another house upgrade that we had to purchase. You know, we could probably do this. Do you need any special resources though? Like usually she needs some kind of hardwood and stuff. Oh, but looks like she just needs tons and tons of our gold. Well, that's that taken care of, I guess. Thank you, I'll get started tomorrow. I should be finished in around 3 days. So, shortly after Shane's birthday, actually. Well, that's good, Robin. Not exactly what I was expecting to come here to purchase, but thank you very much anyways. So am I in the wrong place? I could have sworn that Robin was the one who was going to build the house for her, but maybe I'm wrong. It has actually been quite a while. Well, since we clearly can't ask her to build anything else while she's building that cellar for us, maybe we'll do a little bit of exploring elsewhere. I guess we could always go straight down to their trailer, or maybe take a peek inside the community center. It wasn't inside here, was it? We haven't been inside this place in ages. All of the Junimos had disappeared from the community center, so unfortunately it is pretty empty. In fact, nobody really seems to be visiting right now at all, aside from the mayor. Oh, this is where Mayor Lewis goes to just gaze at his giant vault? Is this where you're keeping all of your golds? Can you smell that? I've been catching hints of fresh crab all day. Wait a second, does he know about Willy and his troubles? Actually, we should probably go down to the restaurant, down to the saloon to see if he's actually selling crab cakes or not. He did say there was going to be a special on them, so maybe we could buy a few. But yeah, looks like Lewis is the only one who's actually inside the community center. You know, I'm surprised that Penny doesn't bring the kids over here. Oh, Evelyn! Oh, is she coming in here to do some crafts? I think this is where the sewing station is. It looks like there's paints or something set up over here. Oh, she's sitting right on this big giant chair. This place is full of memories for me. Thank you so much for restoring it. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I didn't realize that so many people actually do walk through this place during the day. Maybe it depends what day it is for who's gonna show up. Alright, so I just looked it up and it turns out that we do actually have to finish upgrading our house completely first. Then the option will open up at Robin's place again, and we can give Pam and Penny the house that they've been dreaming of. I wonder if maybe I'm thinking of something different? Like, I could have sworn we saw a cutscene about this, but it might have been the one about Linus instead. That one didn't exactly turn out in our favor either. We did offer Linus to maybe live on our farm, I believe, but he definitely wasn't very happy with us. He just prefers to live out in the wilds, and we can't really fault him for that. Whatever makes him happy. We should probably move this little Junimo statue over here too. Do you think there's enough room to just tuck it over right next to their door? I don't really want it to get in the way of their work, of course. Maybe instead we'll place it over here right next to the lake. Right about here should do. Right about here, gazing over the water from the very tippity top. It looks like the pigs have been really busy today too. Oh, and you're out awfully far, little Pip. Are you going to be able to make it back to the barn? Yeah, I guess he's probably close enough. I have noticed sometimes that the animals are so far away on our farm that they can't actually make it back to their homes at night. Usually I can fix that by just going into the house first and then coming back out before I close their barn doors. Then they magically appear inside the barn somewhere so we won't lock them out at night. But I do still like to do a quick sweep before we go to bed, just in case any of these pesky little critters are hiding in the corners or something. It turns out they can travel very, very far away from their main area. We could probably fix that by fencing it in, but I do like to give them the option to roam, especially if they end up eating this grass so quickly. They probably have to go further just to find some grass to eat. So far so good. Everything looks fine and all the animals are tucked safely inside their coops and their barns. So I think we should be able to close that up for the night. Let's go ahead and check and see if the bats have left us anything too. Really, one measly little wild plum? Well, I guess it's a thought that counts. Thank you very much, my little bats. So, assuming that tomorrow isn't going to be some terribly unlucky day, I think we will plan on going to the Skull Caverns first. We'll see if we can find any special souvenirs to bring back to Bluebell to make up for our failures today. And then the day after that, of course, is going to be Shane's birthday. So again, if any of you can think of any special names that we might give to our new blue chickens, then feel free to let me know, because hopefully that'll be the day that we introduce one to our farm too. So with that, let's go ahead and tuck ourselves into bed, and in the morning we'll see what the fortune teller has to say about our future luck. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!